Why won't you die, ho? Percy, don't do this. You're too fine to die, friend. Hey guys, it's your girl Aisha, aka Geek XX Chic, and we are here with another reaction to The Legend of Vox Machina. We're on season 4, episode 7, which is called The Ghosts of Whitestone. If only it was Halloween, it'd be on theme. In the last episode, we had Spike and Greg go back to their hometown to check in on Grandpa, and some stuff was going on there. And to make a long story short, they discovered that this cult had made its way into this town, that they were basically recruiting the townsfolk into this whole thing around We Are the Blood. Pike discovered a little too late who was the ringleader of it all, but she really didn't get to do anything about it because unfortunately her grandpa was dating one of the people who was very heavily into the cult, and he was already ill. He was dying of what they call dragon's lung, but I still have my theories on that. And unfortunately things did not work out well, and she ended up losing her grandpa. But they found out some good information around the fact that they are in fact recruiting out of that area, and that this issue is more widespread than they thought. But as an audience, one thing that we learned was that apparently they wanted somebody of that bloodline of the Proudfoot, is it Proudfoot? Trickfoot, sorry, the Trickfoot bloodline. And they thought they had that through her grandfather, but now that he's passed, they're gonna have to focus on Pike because she's the only person they know of, I guess, that is remaining. And then Pike was also able to figure out that her dream was actually, in fact, a memory or a premonition, if you will, of what happened many, many moons ago when the Whispered One was first sealed. So it turned out to be eventful, not all happy times, but there was good information that was learned. And also that Grog was kind of unofficially, but officially brought into the family as a true Trickfoot relative. So that was all really sweet. So yeah, that's what we had. Ready to jump into this episode. Let's do that. But just before I do, a reminder to please hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell so you can be aware of when I drop more episodes. And also you can catch an uncut version of this reaction on Patreon. All right, that out of the way, let's get into the episode right now.
Protection wards have been up since Raishon. Percy, when was the last time you got a full night's sleep?
Sleeping what you want to do right now?
In my defense, you were the cause of most of those sleepless nights.
I was about to say.
Thank you.
Wow, Trinket. Wow.
For tonight, the orb is contained, and we're waiting on Pike and Grog's return.
I feel like maybe you should let him check.
It hasn't felt like home since, well, you know.
You know, my family being murdered and all. I don't know if I'd be able to stay in a home like that, even if it is our family home. No, we're moving. Sorry, you can have it. Y'all ghosts can have it. We're rich enough to move. 'Twas a grand room once, filled with joy and mirth. So the servants don't come in and ever clean this place?
Do need sleep.
You sure? Don't investigate. Don't investigate. Just go back to bed. Go back to bed. No, leave it be, Percival. This is why you need your black friends, because we would warn you not to investigate this. Some things don't need to be found out. Not everything's meant to be discovered. Percy, don't do this. You're too fine to die, friend. Oh my days, bro.
That's really not so bad.
What?
You don't really believe your fate is endless suffering, do you?
I feel like he's the kind of guy that would believe it.
Well, I don't accept it.
Period.
Yep, end your coitus and clothe yourselves. There's trouble
How
afoot in
dare you?
Whitestone.
They will not end anything. Oh, of course he was looking. Well, you know, maybe not, you know, to end it quite now.
If it's a dungeon crawl, I suppose we're the ones to go delving.
I'll have the guards search for
That's
other
very specific speak.
Fucking Briarwoods. Will
They
I
weren't
ever be
cool.
rid of them?
Yeah. You know, why do we have to do this at night? Can we not do this in the dark, like the shine of the day?
Did you say ghost voice or ghostly voice? There is
Both
a
are a
difference.
problem.
Perhaps you should stay behind.
you.
You know, to protect him with your bravery.
Thank you.
You and me, last line of defense.
Actually, Tyrion is good in a pinch. Why are we
Let's split up.
What?
And cover more ground.
No!
I was afraid you would say that.
That's the wrong thing to say in this.
A copy of my parents' room?
That's
Ah,
creepy
that's
as hell.
not creepy at all.
Alternate living space away from sunlight.
But why make it the same as your parents' room? Yuck.
It's crazy what level.
Burn it!
Love.
Well, she
She
built
did love
all of
him.
this to bring back
It was
her-
twisted, but it was love and obsession.
It's still a love story.
Silas and Delilah Briarwood were psychopaths, pure and simple.
But psychopaths can love. Maybe burn it. Oh, God! Huh?
Darrington sweeps the room with the discerning eye of a
Who?
detective, memorizing the space.
Drink it.
Nothing escapes the attention of
Really? Is your
Taryon
back turned?
Darrington.
Just throw it back in the door and shut it. No?
Boo.
Why is this hoe here again? No, drink it, you bitch!
Time to welcome them properly.
Oh, it's her. We thought she died. The orb spit her back out. It took me a minute to remember who Delilah was, guys. I'm so sorry.
You're getting worse. We should head back.
No, I'm
I
fine.
mean, at this point, let's just keep going.
What the fuck?
They'll never be free of these. This is crazy.
Vox!
I like it. Ah, no, what's with the hands again? Egads, this is a creepy ass episode.
That's worse.
I don't like dolls. I don't like dolls. I don't like dolls. Will that do it? If I see purple lightning, we're in trouble.
Silas.
Is it? We didn't notice that? Oh, he just refuses to die. Really, absolutely no. Oh wait, maybe we need this. Never mind. But I guess it's reading time then. Oh my God, she was actually obsessed though. Love is great, but this is beyond love. It definitely popped into the obsession. Like we left love 10 stops ago.
I fear the cure was worse than the disease.
Mm-hmm. You gotta let people die sometimes. As horrible as it is.
His blood hunger is increasing faster than I can provide him animals to feed on.
Animals?
Though his heart remains with me.
Does it?
A necrotic rite that can remove a divine curse.
Vax!
You left the scroll?
No, I'm sorry. I'm not here for
That could have been a ploy.
The voice won't let me.
If you help me find my brother, maybe I can help you.
There's any helping her in this life.
What? Who has returned?
Uh-oh.
Your mistresses. No. No, she can't be back. We killed her.
Did you?
Percy!
Did she not bring back her dead husband?
Oh, Taryon!
Hey, brother-in-law!
The only one I didn't call for. Might not want to. No. Silas. No, not him.
Oh, can we PTSD later?
These people are a rot I will never be rid of. This isn't Silas. It's some failed experiment. All right? It's not real.
Oh, but I am.
Why won't you die, ho?
Delilah.
That was not smart.
Soon you will have a new body, free of ills. He will bring you back as he did me.
Okay, you still believe in that BS, huh?
We watched you dissolve. I shut down your orb.
Did you?
All things are possible if you put your faith in the right God.
Okay.
I succeeded and have been reborn.
Sure you have. You're kind of
That's
dead, though.
debatable.
Right? Have you looked at yourself?
If I can be reborn, so can others.
Okay.
Did you
Are you
roll?
alive?
There's an awful lot of dead parents amongst you. I almost feel bad about blinding the Ashari's father.
You don't.
Oh.
Okay, so God's powers do cancel each other out to some degree. But seriously, what is this God is good for? Like, help him! Help him!
For soon the Whispered One will be a god.
Oh, but you're not already. Okay, so that's all we need to know. Matron, any help? No? As usual. Thanks for literally nothing.
Its blooms are said to heal any wound, undo any curse,
Really?
even if divinely dealt.
Interesting.
I procured the last surviving bloom from Vassal.
Of course, it's the last one.
It withered in transit. Nothing in my power can revive it.
You bet who, you know who probably can. Yeah,
Maybe my power can.
exactly. But don't do it here.
Cloning a new body for Silas. Free of vampirism,
But that has vampirism.
in the hopes that our Lord can restore his essence.
Our Lord. Okay. The Whispered One gives a damn about you and your ugly fanged dead husband. Oh, I forgot his hand had the jewel in it.
Come on. Come on.
I don't know if you want to see what's out there. Maybe the dark is a blessing.
Show yourself.
Is this the bad thing? I feel like the vengeance demon, we got rid of it too soon, guys. I just feel like we got rid of it too soon.
She said she would teach me how to control my magic, but instead,
If you died, why are you...
no idea.
Talking to me?
If your mistress is back, we are all in danger. Unless you say you know magic.
Clearly. Relax. I don't think she'd want to hurt you. She could have done that already.
I dabble.
If she can get into
You
your
could have
head,
used a less
perhaps
terrifying
you can
demonstration.
get hers.
Not that creek. Golly.
Try having a sword through your throat.
Oh, I'll do it again. Don't worry, ho.
Given life by the Whispered One. You're truly his blood.
Me, me, me,
And
me,
Silas
me.
will always be mine.
Great. Leave us the hell alone.
But how?
Look what you've done to me.
Guilt her
What
ass.
you've made of me.
Guilt her ass. Let me die, he
This
said.
is
For
the
God.
mark of your
Right?
love.
Ho? I thought it was true love. I thought he wanted to be with you, girl. And I think you can see in the darkness. The only thing worse than one-headed Silas is two. You got Peekaboo!
Now it's your turn to fear me.
That little No Mercy purse came back there. That was hot. We like
This
that.
is my house.
Period!
What are you doing?
Beating your ass, ho!
You really loved me.
Let me die!
You would have let me go.
No.
That's love.
Gotcha.
You.
It's the truth.
Don't
though.
forget about me.
Burn her. Oh, what were we just saying about the throat? Did I not just say that shit was gonna happen again? She's gonna
That's
regen.
scary.
She's gonna regen. She didn't see that. She came back.
It's all right. She's a friend.
That's her good smile.
She's one of them.
Yeah, I told you that hoe was coming
I
back.
believe I've had enough of our reunion.
Yeah, as usual, you're a failure.
Consider my offer, champion, and heed my warning.
Die. Again. I was gonna say, don't forget that.
Delilah must have had a failsafe if her tunnels were found.
Wait, she's here? Not anymore. You all right, darling?
No,
Not really.
but the closest I've been in quite a while.
Right, now you're facing your demons. Quite literally. It's just Trinky. Thank you for saving poor Tarian.
Did I scare her off?
Yes. Excuse me, Mr. Tree, can you fix this?
Please, one more time.
And don't let that hag know about it.
Pike! Grog!
They're not very happy right now. It's been a very bad trip.
It shouldn't have been Wilhand. He was my papa.
He was our pop-pop.
Oh, Pike. I'm so sorry. I don't want sorries.
What revenge?
It's all connected. The cult, the Whispered One, the
Yep.
Briarwoods. This has been playing out far longer than we knew. He means to become a god.
So jealous.
We gotta find Scanlan.
Hey! I mean, no one thought that was what's going to come out of your mouth, but you know what? We love the finding Scanlan part. I like that part of the plan. All right, guys. Well, that was the Ghost of Whitestone. That was a creepy ass episode, but really well done. I love it. I love the creepy like it's kind of crazy that it's coming out now. Like had this been closer to Halloween or in October, this would have been like a excellent Halloween episode. But yeah, we found out of course, there was more going on at Whitestone. It makes sense that I completely forgot that yes, the Briarwoods were there for decades without anybody overseeing what they were doing. It makes sense that Delilah would have created a place to do all the things that she was doing in order to keep her love endless. And I think it's very interesting kind of the parallels that we saw because there's three couples that were kind of talked about in this episode loosely, right? We have Keyleth and Vax. Keyleth and Vax, and obviously Vax, as we can see, the blight is getting worse. At this rate, he probably won't make it beyond this season with the way it's spreading, and he's getting weaker and it's hurting, and it's awful to see him like this. And, it seems like he's kind of accepted. Like he said, I have to think that the reason the matron's allowing this is because there's a reason for it, right? She doesn't always tell me her plans. I just got to follow them because that's kind of part of the deal of becoming her champion. But of course, Keyleth is like, we know that since season 1, Keyleth's biggest fear is being left alone, like outliving all her friends and ending up by herself. And while some of that's still going to be true as far as her outliving them, she doesn't want to lose her man, this person she's fought so long to kind of get to the point of being able to be with openly. She doesn't want to lose him early, right? Like it's one thing that the fact that he's going to have to go is inevitable, yes, but she's like, do I got to lose him now? Like, no, I want a few more decades at least, So I love that she's not giving up because even things that seem, clearly impossible, Vox Machina have found ways around, right? A lot of their conquests and their victories for all the seasons have been things that had you asked them in season 1, they would have told you were impossible. But as the expression goes, where there's a will, there's a way. So these ghosts, Delilah returning to Whitestone to get these things she wants is what actually helped Keyleth to figure out inadvertently that there is potentially a way to remove the blight at the very least. And I mean, why the matron would not tell him about that? I mean, actually, I was going to say, why wouldn't she tell him? But I guess because the whole point, if a god wants to control you, it's better that you're ignorant about certain things, right? But anyway, she might have found a way through this flower. If it is in fact a possibility, then she's got to try, right? That's the minimum, right, that she can do is at the very least exhaust every possible way to stop this fate from happening. So I do like that she's doing that and she's got the flower and it's in the sun tree and we'll see. It looks like it's already connected, so we'll see what happens. But obviously it's going to need some time. And more obviously, let's not have Delilah figure out that thing is there because she wants to try every method possible to get back her beloved. Speaking of her beloved, that's the second couple that's kind of focused on here, right? It was a big focus of last season, but again, Delilah, we now know, because I remember when I heard her name, I was like, why can't I remember why her name's important? But I remembered, of course, this because of the Briarwoods. And yes, we did see her die. We saw that she got sucked up, but obviously we know now that the Whispered One has got some type of dark power around reanimation, and that's what he's done. Like Delilah's been put back together, but she's not really her anymore. She's not even human. And that seems to be the part that she's either unwilling to accept or unable to see, that she's not back. She's not her, right? Like, yes, obviously vestiges of who she was is still there. And that's why she still feels this compulsion to continue trying to bring her love back to her, but she's not human anymore. There's nothing human about her experience. And what are her and her husband going to do? Like, okay, maybe he's not going to be a vampire anymore, but now he's going to be some weird walking corpse like you are. Like, she just isn't getting that there's no life in what's happening. And I love that the witch that they found in there was able to use the body of that failed experiment to say all the things that, let's be real, are really Delilah's deepest fears, right? The reason she was panicking like that is because she is thinking the same thing. And those notes that we saw Keyleth reading allude to the fact that she recognizes that maybe at some point she crossed the line. Maybe, just maybe, at some point, she's done a little too much in the desire to bring this man who unfortunately is going to die one way or another. Like, what point is it too far? At what point have you made too rotten of a deal? At what point have you crossed too many lines to try to keep someone with you who unfortunately is just not meant to be with you, right? And again, it's not even about him anymore, right? It stopped being about him so long ago. It's about Delilah. She's tied so much of her entire existence around trying to bring back somebody who's no longer there. Like, the man she knew has been long dead, right? And that's the part she doesn't doesn't want to accept. The man she knew has been long dead. Silas is gone. The Silas that she loved, that she fell in love with, that she had all those memories with, he is dead and gone. All that she's had left are vestiges of him that look somewhat like him, but have been monsters, have been freaks, have been driven by lust or like by bloodlust, by hedonism. Like, it's not what she wants. And that's why there's never fulfillment, right? Because if all she wanted was just to have Silas back, then the vampire version of him should have been enough. But it wasn't, right? She wanted more. She wanted to go back to what she had before the real Silas died. And unfortunately, that's just never going to happen. That is just a sad reality of our mortal coil. We are going to lose people we love, and we have to learn to move forward because that's the only way, right? There's no going back. So anyway, seeing that, this kind of representation of their situation, like we heard Keyleth say, well, it's a love story, right? Like that's really what this is. And we see that, we saw that Percy was like, oh, hell no, they were psychopaths, they're evil. And of course, a lot of that is his own PTSD that's speaking with this. But, he's like, I can't humanize this woman or that man because in his mind, it takes away from what he and his family experienced. But two things can be true. It can be true that Delilah was a woman who clearly snapped long ago, turned into a psychopath, and did horrible, hateful, terrible things to him and his family, but that she also was a woman who fell in love and had her heart broken that caused her to descend into this madness over her obsession to get him back, right? Both of those things are true. So, Keyleth just kind of seeing it because she is identifying with Delilah right now. She's got someone that she loves who is about to die, and she's desperate to do just about anything to keep him. And she's starting to think now, like before Vax had this happen to him, Keyleth probably would have been firmly on the side of Percy going, yep, you're right, crazy, can't even imagine why they do it. Now that she's actually in those shoes, it's not looking so crazy anymore, right? It's not looking so out there. Now she can sort of empathize with why Delilah started down this path. Now, do I think Keyleth will go that far? I would say no. She's got people around her. There's people to pull her back if she started to teeter to that direction. But yeah, as I said, that's why she said it was a love story, because she understands more of the underlying reason for Delilah's path. Delilah made all the wrong moves, and she, like I said, she went way past love and firmly into obsession a long time ago, but it started out this way. And with any story, I think it's important to understand the reasons why people end up where they are, right? You don't have to agree with it or think that they're good, but it's good to understand the roots or the beginnings or the underlying reasoning behind what led them to that point. And that's where Keyleth is right now. But obviously it's understandable that Percy is not going to be there. Like I see he's not there yet, but he may never get there because of what he experienced directly at the hands of these people, right? So, but coming back to Delilah and Silas, this secondary couple, this is again the crux of what's going down in this season, right? Delilah is still like, she's locked in her obsession, right? That's what's in her psyche. Even though, as I said, she's basically been brought back as a husk of what she was before, her obsession remains, because that is the thing that the Whispered One has used from the get-go to control her. It's her fear of loss, right? We saw that last episode. That's what ended up happening with Pawpaw's girl, his new girlfriend, right? What drove her to listen to the Whispered One and listen to all these things is because she is terrified of getting older. She knew that even if the dragon cough didn't happen or whatever, or the dragon's lung, I should say, Pawpaw was old. He probably didn't have that much longer left anyways. And that fear of losing people is so real, right? With anything mortal in this world, we fear death, because not in the sense of like all of us are terrified and we want to die, but it's like we don't want to lose people. We don't, and especially if we experienced a lot of loss at some point, we don't want to lose any more. So those are things that can easily drive someone to make rash decisions and to be illogical. And so, yeah, that's what's happened to Delilah. She doesn't realize she's being horribly manipulated. I mean, they tried to tell her this last season, but she's not understanding that the Whispered One is always going to dangle the carrot of, I'm going to bring your man back. Don't worry. You're going to get to live happily ever after. You just got to keep doing what I tell you to do. Just shh, don't ask any questions. Just keep doing it. Follow my little carrot. And that's what she's been doing. And now here she is. As I said, this, whatever she is, she's not alive. She's not dead. She's just this weird in between, this husk that is being pulled by puppet strings because this little carrot of desire is being held in front of her. And that's really his plan from the looks of things, to gather his followers, to grow his cult, is giving them this false hope that he's going to be able to bring back their loved ones that they lost, or keep the ones that they have with them forever. And particularly the timing of this with what happened with the Chroma Conclave is so serendipitous for him, because so many people have lost so much. They're whole families being wiped out, people losing so much. They're desperate, they're sad, they're in mourning, they're vulnerable. And this is the perfect time for the Whispered One to slip in with these messages of false hope that people are desperate to cling to, right? So yeah, kind of seeing that that's how, Delilah factors into this. I mean, we can't even say Silas because Silas is dead. The man is dead. But yes, for her, that hope is what's driving her through this and making her, the strongest soldier right now, and not care about the fact that she's condemning the world to some weird, half dead purgatory going forward. And she's still not going to get Silas back. You feel me? If no other reason, I just don't see the Whispered One wanting to share loyalties, if you know what I'm saying. So that was kind of the secondary couple. And then the third couple, of course, being Vex and Percy, but more so Percy, him having to face down his demons, right? This episode, he had to go down memory lane, which is both good and bad because of what happened. And, that whole interaction with the clones was so important for him because, his immediate reaction was fear, terror, trauma, going back into the shell, retreating. And then when he had no choice but to have to fight it and face it, he finally recognized that, I don't want this to be a situation where I'm always having to just fight back out of a sheer reaction. I want it to be a situation where I'm taking control of my life back and taking control of those fears. And even though they're always going to be there to some degree, for him to move forward past that trauma that's held him back for so long, that allowed that demon to come into his life, he has to start pushing through it and moving past it and realizing that this boogeyman in the closet is not as big and scary as it was when he was a little teenage kid. So yes, I love that he, in that moment of fighting these beasts, he's like, I'm tired of this. Like, you guys are the problem, not me. I'm tired of being scared of you. This is my house and I'm taking it back. I'm taking it back. The good, the bad. It's my home. I'm not going to let it be the place that you tainted. I'm going to make it my home and I'm going to push all these nasty things out, right? So that was a really empowering and a good moment for him. And like I said, I think overall, a very good step that Percy needs to make in order to, really heal from the past trauma that he was put through because of these horrible, horrible people. So yeah, that was kind of a good thing. There wasn't as much with Vex. I mean, my girl was just being a badass, of course. And of course, finding that witch was very helpful and getting them out of that whole situation. But yeah, another really good episode as far as kind of, like I said, I love that we're doing a lot of character development with certain people here. Love what it did for Percy. Love what we got to see some more of Keyleth, but also seeing potentially a way out of this whole situation. And then of course, everyone regrouping and finding out about Pop Pop. And yeah, like I said, I'm kind of liking seeing Pike in her revenge era, right? Like, she's always had like I don't want to call it a mean streak. She's always had like a dark streak, but she's always really kept it under control up until last year, or last season, I should say. And it's kind of nice to see her tapping a little bit more into that energy, not because it's like a good thing per se, but it's more realistic, I guess you can say, in what she's experiencing and what she needs to deal with, right? So yeah, I'm glad that that's all said and done. And, part of that is her being able to say, let's go find Scanlan, right? Because I mean, I think she's always been wondering about him, but pride and a lot of other things are kind of keeping her from making it a priority to figure out where he was or, reconnect. So yeah, I'm excited about it. And, of course, I miss Scanlan. It'll be nice to see him. And I high key, low key want to have the moment where he and Tarion meet, because it's either that they're going to love each other or they're going to hate each other. It's going to be one or the other, but either way, it's going to be entertaining to watch. So yeah, good episode. I enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed watching along with me. If you did, please show some love and I'll see you in the next one.